Notice the name of the series is Confessions, not Concessions. We're not negotiating with the Woods. This ain't Tehran. This ain't motherfucking Soviets and all them. And I ain't a bootlicker like Chamberlain. And Charlemagne, all the way to Charlemagne's children. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the empire when the Frankish Empire was divided. You know, it was divided by Charlemagne's children. And what happened? The Empire of Rome went all the way into the church, past the 1400s, past the time of the Black Death and the 100-Year War. They were still under the auspices of Rome. Now we go to this article by Charles Q. Choi. You know, basically he talks about, it's called Watery Planet, Alien Planets Might Be Stripped Dry by Gravity. He talks about the gravitational pull of the moon, how the pull of the moon and the sun affects the tidal waves of the ocean, and how Venus, you know, and the greenhouse effects. They talk about how tidal heating, tidal Venus. It goes on to talk about the tidal effects and how there's planets like 950 million light years away. They found planets that look like, in one of the other articles, they found planets that look like Earth, 950 million light years away. And we go on to, well, really, when I was talking about, let me find you this picture if I can, of, there we go. This is one of the Roman gods. Actually, this is Jupiter, and look who it looks like. It looks like Serapis, right? That is not a coincidence. See how they're merging everything together? The zodiac cults with the local religions, which basically come from the people who used to try to get answers from nature, the Egyptians. Now we go and talk about, you know, Jupiter's the 5th planet from the sun. It's the largest planet. It's a gas giant. It's about 1,000 the size of the sun, if I remember correctly. You have the Trinity, the Capitolian Trinity of Jupiter, Mars, Uranus. If you look at California, you have Santa Cruz, you have Capitola, and then you have a bunch of cavemen and Neanderthals and whatever you want to call them, you know, in their rides. We go on to talk about the agriculture, money, representation of Saturn and its ring system. You know, 9 continuous main rings, 3 discontinuous arcs. We talk about how the solar system and the Titan and the moon. Okay, you gotta understand this. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Saturn is big. It's not a small planet. Okay, it's like 9 times the size of the Earth. And look at Mars. You know what I'm saying? Mars is like 641 times 10 to the 21st power kilograms. And it's a dry desert with ice caps and volcanoes. You have to understand how the world is made, the signs of nature. You have to picture how it happened and picture it accurately. Don't let the devils put a false picture in your mind. Now, in this video, oh yeah, let me just finish with the article. And, did I cover everything in this? I was going to read it, but I don't want to, you know, give YouTube another excuse to whine about my stuff. So it talks about the greenhouse effect and how the watery planets might get stripped dry and thus life goes away. And notice that we're made up of water, and there's a certain balance, and of all the planets that got a certain chemical makeup to them, a certain distance, they get certain distance from the sun. You know, the distance from the sun matters, what they're made up of matters, and that determines whether there's their habitability rating, you know, whether it can be habitated. So I just wanted to touch on really, you know, astrobiology, astronomy, astrotheology, and the gods and the myths and the Capitolian Trinity, the Egyptian Trinity, and the Babylonian Trinity, and how that became the Christian Trinity as well. Now the triangle is a symbol of the Freemasons who manipulated the path of religion all throughout history after they stole it from the Nubians. Thank you.